विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। So let us chant together the first verse. We'll chant together. Vishwam darpan drishyman nagari tulyam nijantargatam pashyannatmani mayaya bahirivod bhutai yatha nidraya yas sakshat kurute prabodha samaye svatmanamevadvayam tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye namaidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye. So, in the first verse, we have already seen that it is salutations to Shri Dakshinamurti ji, who was first ignorant, deluded, and later on, by the teachings of the teacher, became enlightened. And he now knows that this creation is nothing but a projection, like dream, or like a city seen in the mirror. City is seen inside, but is actually outside. And the dream, which is really inside, you see it as outside. You take it as real. One who came to know the mithyatva of the creation, to that Dakshinamurti ji was the namaskara. What have we got to learn from this? This is not just an academic piece of information. All that we learn here is just not just for information, but it has something to do with our life. As last night Swamiji was pointing out, that unless and until we connect it with our life, it has no meaning. So this knowledge has to be implemented in life. It has to come in our life. Only then and then there will be some difference. Otherwise, if we do not make a concrete effort, concerted effort to bring this knowledge in our life, there won't be any difference. We will be the same persons, leading our life in the same old manner, becoming happy, unhappy, angry, jealous, competitive, and controlled by all such various impulses. No, we have to make an effort to bring this in life. And what is the meaning of bringing this in life? It means that now I look upon the world as a drama that is going on, and I am also a part of that. Plus, in this drama, all the actors are nothing but myself. Plus, it is nothing but an appearance. This we have to know. When we come to know this, and when we bring it in our life, then the circumstances, the ups and downs occurring in life. This life, the script called life, is a tough one. It's not a simple thing. There are ups and downs, going up and down, falling down, rising up. Sometimes it makes you laugh. Sometimes it makes you cry. You go through so many things, but now you are better off. Now you know it as drama and act accordingly. Don't take it too seriously, as Swamiji pointed out last night. Circumstances will occur, but now you know that it is part of the drama. This is how the script is. And I am the actor. An actor has to know the script and plus know how he has to play his part. But the big difference is that he is an actor. An actor is always separate from the role, even though there is no physical distance between the actor and the role. Between the actor and the role, there is no physical distance, and yet there is a distance. So far, in delusion, there was no distance. We took the role itself as the actor. But now, as I said, there is a difference. Only when we bring this difference in life, that I am an actor, asangaha, unattached, unconnected, even though connected. Even though I am playing, I know that I am not this. This has to be done. And with conscious effort, this has to be done. Only then and then this will be beneficial. Lord Krishna also doesn't stop merely in Bhagavad Gita. We see that he doesn't stop merely at talking and giving Upadesha to Arjuna. In second chapter, right in the second chapter itself, he talks about Sthita Prajna Lakshanas, the characteristics of a wise man. Arjuna, of course, asked. Having heard all this, Arjuna is asking, Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha, samadhistasya keshava, stitati kim prabhasheta, kim asita vrajeta kim. Having heard everything about knowledge, about karma yoga, jnana yoga, everything. Then Arjuna is asking, the one who abides in this knowledge, how is he? What are his lakshanas? Then Lord Krishna, in so many verses of the second chapter, gives the characteristics of a wise man. Sthita prajna, one whose prajna, one whose knowledge abides in the self. It is steadily abiding, no wavering anymore. No wavering. It abides steadily, which means he knows that I am Satchidananda Atma, once and for all. I am never this individual. Even though I seem to function through this, I am always the actor. And then Lord Krishna says, because Arjuna asked, how does he respond before the circumstances and vicissitudes which occur in life? He said, Dukkheshu anudvigna manaha. Lord Krishna says, who is Sthita Prajna? Dukkheshu anudvigna manaha. In the midst of unfavorable situations, his mind is not at all affected. Anudvigna mana, not disturbed. Sukheshu vigata spruhaha. When there are happy situations, when life is favorable to you, people are favorable to you, then what happens? We touch the ceiling. We are touched by that also. That also goes in our head. And we crave that this should happen again and again. Again and again, this kind of things should happen in life. We pursue that. But in case of wise men, Sukheshu vigatas pruhaha. There is no craving, no desire that this should happen again. If there is a desire, let this happen again. Which means what? I'm not all right without that. I'm waiting for things to happen, good things to come, favorable situations to come, Why? Because without that, there is no smile on my face. Without that, I am not happy. No, this is not knowledge. Knowledge is what? Regardless of what is there before you, regardless of what the life gives you, you are fine. The actor is always fine, regardless of what happens to the role. This has to happen in life. Further, he says, Yas sarvatran abhisnehaha tattat prapya shubhashubham. He is not attached to anyone, not even to Shubha, not even to Ashubha. Vita raga bhaya krodha stitadihi munihi uchyate. He is now sense raga bhaya krodha. This raga, you get attached. Dvesha, you want the thing to go away. You can't stand it. In the presence of a certain thing, some person, some situation, you are not yourself. You are not, your comfort zone is gone. Our comfort zone every so often gets toppled. No, that is not the case with Sthita Prajna. Why? Because, precisely because what you see is not real. When you go to watch a drama, if in the drama everything is just fine and fine and fine, always right from the beginning, everything is good, going on, then it is not a drama. It is not a drama. Drama means something has to happen. Otherwise, who will go to watch that drama? If it is happy end from the beginning. If it is happy thing from the beginning, then you don't go to... Life is something like that. So, always be composed on the top of the situation. This knowledge gives you that handle. It has to give you that handle. Guna guneshu vartante. This packet of gunas here, come in contact with the packet of guna there. It is interaction between them. Atma is nowhere into this. Not affected. Gunaha guneshu vartante. Iti matva na sajjate. Which means it doesn't get connected. This is life. When this happens, we have made it. When this happens, we have made it. And let me tell you, this is the express purpose for coming here. This is the purpose for which Ishvara has given this birth. Jantu nam nara janma durlabham. We do not know when it will come again. Don't be too sure that if not now, maybe in future. We will postpone it for next life. We do not know. Kenopanishad, very beautifully and in clear-cut, categorical words says, Iha ched avedit atha satyamasti. It says, if you know it now, if you know it here, in this life, doesn't say in next life, doesn't say in later age. Who knows whether that time is going to come or not? Life is too uncertain, fickle. We do not know what is going to happen next moment. Love, dub, when the dub will not happen or when the love will not happen, we do not know. So do not postpone. Do not evade. This is what the verse means. That is why I am giving some time to this. Otherwise, we learn everything. Vishwam, Darpana, Drishyamana, Nagari, Tulyam. But we remain the same. We remain the same. No. We have to bring it in life. So, Iha ched avedit. If you know it now, when the senses are working, mind is working, body is healthy, satsanga is available, everything is there, know it now. Here and now. Then you have done. Finish your work first. Intelligent living would be to finish the important work first. And what is important? Of course, that has to be decided. Where the priority should be, that we have to decide. Otherwise, the important work I will do later. In the morning, I will enjoy walk, newspaper, this, that, etc. This is what is there in our life. We are not critical of anyone. I am telling this to myself. Loud thinking. This is just loud thinking. But important things, significant things have to be done first. Then later, do other things if there is time. But first, utilize your time for this. Iha ched avedit atha satyam asti. Then you have made it. Then your life is satyam. Then you have made it. It is successful. Upanishad gives caution also. Says, no ched iha avedit mahati vinashtihi. If you do not know it now, then mahati vinashti. What is the disadvantage? What is it that you have incurred a great loss. You are incurring a great loss, not simple, not ordinary, because you do not know what will be the next life. Don't be sure I will be there. You never know anything. Once gone, gone. Who has ever come and reported to us that this happened afterwards? I got a chance now. Anybody has come? Avyaktadini bhutani, vyakta madhyani bharata, avyakta nidananyeva. Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, from darkness you come. Avyaktadini bhutani. We all come bhuta. We all come from darkness. Avyakta, we do not know what it was. We have come. Vyakta madhyani bharata. In between we are. Avyakta nidananyeva. Then go back to what? Avyakta. Again darkness. Darkness means you do not know where you are going. What will be your next destination? Can anybody say with guarantee? No, I will come back next year. Nobody can say anything. Bhagavan has not given us an entry into any of these things. In that case, pragmatism. Pragmatism would be what? Live your life in the best possible, intelligent way now, every moment. Every moment, literally every moment. The Shanti Mantra says, Ahoratran sandadhami. May you unite day and night with what? With this teaching, with imbibing this knowledge, bringing it into our life. Ahoratran sandadhami. I do this. So, that is what I just wanted to say. Now, we proceed to the next, just one more thing, yeah. See, in what kind of attitude wise men have. I'll just give you an instance. In Gujarat, in long time back, in 14th century, there was one poet called Narsi Mehta. He was wise man, plus he was a poet also. Jnani Bhakta, he was like that. He had imbibed all this in his life. And always engrossed in Ishvara's smarana, etc. Then one day, the news came, when he was doing kirtan, the news came that your wife has passed away. What I'm saying is, this is brought into life. When he heard this, that his wife has gone, what did he say? How did he reply? You know, I will say in Gujarati, but translate it also for you. Balu thayu bangi janjar, sukhe bajishu Shri Gopal. Which means, okay, fine. Okay, fine if that has happened. Now I will, without any worries, without any anxieties, now I will happily take Ishvara's name. You may very well say that he was insensitive. He did not care about his wife. No, these people are not like that. When they are nothing but love, Atma is nothing but love and care. So there cannot be insensitiveness. But the true picture of life, the fickleness of life, the momentariness of all this is crystal clear to them. And they are ready for it any time. That is important. We have to be ready so that we are not taken unawares. Oh, I did not know. Arey, you should better know. Any moment, anything will happen. We have come together, we will be separated. What has come together because of certain force will again be separated. Sarve sanyogaha viyogantaha. Whatever has come together is bound to get disassociated. Be ready for it. Don't get so much engrossed and embedded into it that it's difficult to come out. Because sometimes life gets derailed. It gets derailed. Then it takes long time to come back. By that time, some years have gone. So many years just pass by. And then I'm already a senior citizen. Suddenly you realize, oh my God, now I have to get retired. Suddenly no, be conscious. Okay? So now, we'll proceed with the next verse. Bijasyantarivānkuro jagadidam prāgnirvikalpam punaha Maya kalpita desha kala kalana Vaichitra chitri krutam Mayaviva vijrumbayatyapi maha yogi vayasvechaya Tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye Namaidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye. Again, this salutation to the teacher who is manifest before us in the form of Dakshinamurti ji. Now, the form of Dakshinamurti is changed. Earlier, he was in the form of Jiva, the one who was ignorant. Tvam Pada was unfolded. From the Tattvamasi, the Tvam Pada was unfolded. Now, Tat Pada is being shown. Now, salutation is offered to Dakshinamurti ji in the form of Ishvara. Earlier, he was Jiva. Now, Namaskara is given to Dakshinamurti ji in the form of creator, sustainer, and the one who dissolves the creation. So now he is in the form of Ishvara. To that Ishvara, to that Dakshinamurti ji in the form of Ishvara, my salutations. Now see. When you hear the word Ishvara, the very designation Ishvara shows that he is along with Maya. We have to, because he is now creator. He cannot be creator. Ishvara or Brahman who is actually Nirguna, without attributes. Nirakara, without any form. Niravayava, without any parts. Niranjanaha, there is absolutely no, he is totally taintless. Beyond Maya. This is Param Brahma. This is the absolute reality. But with this nature of Brahman, is creation possible? Creation means gunas. Creation means attributes, form, qualities, shape, parts, so many things, full of variety. Now this saguna, this kind of thing, creation which is of this nature, is not possible in Brahman, which is what? As we described, Nirakara, Nirguna, Niravayava, all this. Then now how to explain this creation? If we look at the standpoint, if we look from the standpoint of Brahman, the truth, the absolute reality, creation is not possible. See, pay attention. Creation is just not possible. Brahman as he is, or we need not call he also, because he is she also. He is everything. And in fact, there is no gender in Brahman. Brahman, which is like this, from the standpoint of his nature, there is no way that this creation is possible. But still, the fact remains that we see the creation. We feel the creation. We experience the creation. Now, how to explain? How to explain this creation? How to show as to how this has come about? When from the truth, it is not possible in any way. There is no possibility of creation in Brahman. Then how did this come about? Because you are seeing it, so you need an explanation. Some plausible explanation has to be there. You cannot say, accept it. I am telling you, Shastra cannot say, I am telling you, put faith in this. Creation is not possible, it's not there. I am experiencing it, I am seeing it, I have to deal with it every moment. What to do about that? So Shastra has to give an explanation, remember. So now comes Ishvara. This Brahman, as it is not for in that creation is not possible. So now Shastra adds one more factor. Which factor? Maya. This is how Maya comes in. Because Brahman as it is cannot create. He doesn't even know. He doesn't have any desire also. Not possible. Then how to explain? So, the factor, the phenomena called Maya is added. To what? Brahman. Because Maya also is not there. Maya is not an independent reality. Why? Because we have already said, Brahman is what? Just one without a second. It is just one. In the earlier verse we said, Swatmanam eva advayam. It is advitiyaha, one without a second. There is no other. There is absolutely no second one in Brahman. In reality, there is no second one at all. Then who is this Maya? Miss Maya, who is she? Then she is, who is Brahman itself, power of Brahman. It is supposed to be, it is described as power, Shakti, Shakti of Brahman. Because otherwise creation is not possible. So when we add this factor called Maya, which means Shakti, then equipped with this Shakti, Brahman becomes what? Now he gets the designation Ishvara. When you use the word Ishvara, creator, understand that it is not pure Brahman. What is there? Maya has already entered. She was always there. To explain the creation, Maya has to come in. So Shvetashvatar also says, we hear this word in Upanishad, this word Maya appears very few places, but it does find a place. There is an Upanishad called Shvetashvatar Upanishad, where it is clearly said, Mayam tu prakrutim vidyat, Mainam tu maheshwaram. May you know Maya or Prakruti as Maya. Prakruti means creative aspect, one who can create very well. So, may you know that to be Maya, and one who wields the Maya, one who controls the Maya, one who uses the Maya is called Maheshwaram. That is how we get this concept of Shiva along with Parvati. Shiva, Parvati is shown not as separate from Shiva, where She is shown as the part of Maheshwara, Ardhanarishwara, which signifies that for Ishvara to create, he should have the Shakti called Maya. Now, let me explain at the right away that we cannot define what this Maya is. As the discussion was going on last night, what is this thing called Maya? Those who think, they ask, is it a part of Brahman? Is it integral to Brahman? Or does it stand apart? Because there are some philosophers, some darshanas, where they say that Maya is an independent reality, standing apart from Brahman. It is an independent thing. As Sankhyas point out, Sankhyas say that creation has come about because of Maya. Prakriti has created this. But what kind of Prakriti? Prakriti who stands apart from Purusha. She is an independent reality, independent entity. Prakriti is independent, Purusha is independent. And she creates on her own, without the help of what? Purusha. This is what Sankhyas believe. Vaisheshikas means the other school. Everybody has thought about how this has come about. This creation is a big puzzle for everyone. For scientists, for so many others. Those who think will naturally ask, how has this come about? It is difficult to fathom this creation and its cause. So, but Vedanta is very clear. It says that this Maya is some kind of power, but not standing apart from Brahman, not being integral to Brahman. It is not Sangapya Sangha Ubhayatmikano. It is not a part of Brahman. If it were part of Brahman, then Brahman would be what? Tell me. Brahman would be what? Saguna. It would be Saguna. Then it no more Nirguna. If it was not a part of Brahman, if it was along with Brahman always, then Brahman would be Saguna. No more Advaita. If it was standing apart from Brahman, then again, what will happen? Brahman will not be Ekam Eva Dvayam. Ekam Eva Advitiyam. Why? Because she is there. Another entity is there. You cannot say Brahman is just one without a second. We have to take this statement of the Shruti literally. Ekam Eva Advitiyam means what? Brahman is such where Sajatiya Bheda is not there, Vijatiya Bheda is not there, even Swagata Bheda is not there. I will explain. Sajatiya means something of the same type. So this Maya or some other entity like Brahman standing on its own is also not there. Vijatiya means opposite. Maya is not standing as an opposite entity. Opposite means of a different jati. Vijatiya, that also Shastra doesn't accept. So not of the same class, not allowed. Not of the different class, not allowed. Swagata Bheda. Swagata means in my own self. I am one, but my head is different. Ears are different. Arms are different. Right arm, left arm. So many internal differences are there. In one, two, there can be internal difference. Just as a tree is one thing, but the trunk is different, branches are different, flowers are different. So in one also there can be differences. Is Brahman like that? One part Nirguna, other part Saguna, somewhere Maya, somewhere this? No. It is just one without a second. Without Sajatiya, without Vijatiya, without Swagata differences. Then where does this Maya fit? Where does she fit in? So what does Shastra say? Can't explain. Can't inexplain. Then this is your problem, that you can't explain. Is it your limitation? When you say, I can't explain, it is inexplicable. No. As Swamiji said last night, if you define it, that means it is. But here, what does Vedanta say? Avyakta Namani, Shankaracharya ji himself says about Maya in Vivekshi Chudamani. Beautiful verse. He says, Maya is Avyakta Namani Paramesha Shakti. It is an unmanifest power of Brahman. Avyakta Namani Paramesha Shakti Anadi Avidya Trigunatmika Para. And since when did she come into existence? She was always there. Anadi Avidya Trigunatmika Para, which means it is beyond the three gunas. So it is from this. So somehow, and what is she? Mahad Bhuta Anirvachani. It is mind-boggling, most amazing, and totally inexplicable. Anirvachaniya means inexplicable. You cannot define it as is not. You cannot say it is, which means it will ever be with Brahman. If you say it is not, then it can never come. If it is never, then without that he cannot create. And if he is always there, then Brahman is no more Brahman. You follow? So I'm coming to the words, but this much background is necessary. That is why I'm talking about it. So, when you say Ishvara created this creation, when we talk about creation, understand that it was first unmanifest and then it became manifest. You have to give some explanation about this creation. Where was it? So they say it was unmanifest, avyakta, then became manifest. Like what? So here the verse says, Bijasya antaha iva ankuraha. Bijasya antaha ankuraha iva. Just as the seed, from the seed or the sprout, not only the sprout, but the whole tree is potentially contained where? In the seed. Even if you don't see it, but in the seed, the whole neem tree is contained. The banyan tree is there in the seed. But in which form? Unmanifest form. Otherwise, how did it come about? So it was very much present in the seed, but not seen. Then when the time came of what? Of manifestation. Then Ishvara manifested it. This is what is said here. Bijasya antaha ankuraha iva, just like the sprout and the entire tree is contained in the seed, similarly, idam jagat prang nirvikalpam asit. This vast creation, idam jagat, prang, where was it earlier? Where was it? Now see, just as the tree was there in the seed, similarly this creation with all its variety was where? In the unmanifest form, which means in Ishvara, in Avyakruta. Avyakruta is another name for Maya. It was there, Bijam it was there in Maya. Call it Maya, call it Avyakruta, call it Prakruti. All these are different names for Maya only. It was there in that. But this Maya cannot be without what? Without Brahman. Maya is not standing in void. Maya doesn't exist on its own. It needs the support. It needs the substratum called Brahman. And when these two come together, they are not really two, but manifest, Maya is Brahman Shakti only. But when these two are there, Brahman gets the name Ishvara. Then, but earlier it was all in the form of, it was all unmanifest. And then what happened? Then Brahman now decided that Aikshata, now I will create I will manifest the creation. What was there will now become manifest. Understand, all of a sudden he did not create all this. Supposing he just created. One person is rich, one person is poor, one person is unhappy, other one is happy. How did he do it then? Just like that, his fancy, his whims and fancies. Naturally we will ask, why did you make me like this? For your fun? So that you can enjoy? You made me poor? You kept someone is given birth in India, someone in Europe, someone. Why like this? I want it to be there. How can you decide? These questions can come. So, understand, this was all there. See, the word is idam jagat prang nirvikalpam. It was all unmanifest. Then punaha. Punaha, the word is there, punaha. Punaha means what? Again it became manifest. Then again it will become unmanifest. Then again it will become manifest, which indicates what? The cyclic process. Punaha means now it is going to become manifest. It will remain for some time. The kalpa will remain, and when it comes to an end, then pralaya, then again it will become manifest. But when it becomes manifest, what will be the configuration of this creation? It was all there inside from the past. Samskaras were there. Accordingly, Bhagavan gives shape. He doesn't decide on his own that this one should be made poor, this one rich. No, not like that. Everything was there, my karmas, done in the past. Again decide where I will be, how I will be, what my situations will be decided by what? What I have done. It is all stored. Where stored where? Stored where? In unmanifest. In totality, in Maya, which is totality, in that it is all stored. See, when pralaya happens, everything goes back to unmanifest. Then when Srushti, when again it begins, when again the creation happens, the same thing which are stored inside, the samskaras which are there, karmas which are there, accordingly it gets created. You follow? So, Ishvara, because of the karmas of the beings, he got this desire. What? Let me become many. Let me become many. Let me create. Tad aikshata, as Chandogya Upanishad says. Tad aikshata. He desired. What? Let me become many. And there in Chandogya it is shown that he first became Agni, that is fire. Then from that he became water. And from that he became Anna, food. These three elements, which means earth. These three elements are mentioned in Chandogya. In Taittiriya Upanishad, 5 elements are mentioned. Why? Because this is just to show how it came about. There is nothing very hard and fast about it. But that it came from Brahman. Because of the power called Maya. Everything was first unmanifest, then it became manifest. Again, to make it manifest, it is all methodical, very, very methodical. This creation which you see is nothing but intelligence manifest. Bhagavan's intelligence, Bhagavan's knowledge is manifest here. Therefore, in each and everything, if you probe into that, you will find that it is complete, it is total intelligence and knowledge. The way the seed sprouts, the way it grows, the way things happen. There is order, biological order, physiological order. So many orders are there. What is that? Nothing but intelligence. And whose intelligence? Bhagavan. Bhagavan is becoming manifest. Okay. How did he create? Second line says, Maya kalpita desha kala kalana vaichitra chitri krutam. See, now to create, what happens? Bhagavan, to create anything, you require the material as well as the maker. To create this pot, how many things are required? Pot maker plus clay. Many other things also. But mainly these two things. Pot maker, that is what? Maker has always got to be sentient. He cannot be an inert entity. So maker has to be nimitta karana. Nimitta karana means efficient cause. But pot maker alone is not enough to make a pot. Is he? Is he alone enough to make pot? No. What does he require? Material. The raw material is required. And what is that here? Clay. So clay is the material, which means the material cause. Upadana karana. And the maker is the chetana. That means nimitta karana. Generally speaking, we find that this material cause, the maker and the material are different. Pot maker and the clay are different. Now supposing, if that was the model here, that the maker is one, material is another, then what will happen with Brahman, with the creator? He wants to create, but where is the material? Where is the cement? Where are the bricks? Where are the sands to make the sun and moon and things like that, galaxies? Where will he bring the material from? And there is nothing else. Ekameva dvitiyam. There is nothing else where to sit and make this creation. Because children will ask. We don't ask this question. But children will. If Bhagavan made this creation, where was he sitting? Where did he sit and make? So we say he was sitting in heaven. Who created heavens for him to sit there? So these are the questions which will arise. So what does Vedanta say? That he himself became the material as well as the maker. Amazing. Amazing. Nobody says this. Different philosophers, everybody says different things. Nobody is ready to answer. Nobody can give us this plausible answer that here the material, that is the upadana karana and the nimitta karana, the maker and the material are one. Pot maker and the clay are one. Can you imagine? So Bhagavan is both. Maya is both what? Maya means Bhagavan is both Chetanatmika Prakriti as well as Jada Prakriti, which means he is clay, material also. Material will be Jadam. The maker will be sentient. But here Bhagavan has become what with Maya? Both. So the material from which this creation is made, 5 elements and all these things, what is it? Who is here? Who is here? Tell me. Material is what? Bhagavan. Do you follow what I am saying? The material, just as for making this, you require clay and the pot maker. But in the case of creation, the maker is also Bhagavan and the material is also Bhagavan. Just as in dream, I am the maker, I am the material. Dream world is made from me only. I went to sleep and then made it. Without going out. Without really creating. My mind itself became the maker as well as the material. Similarly, this creation is nothing but here the material is also nothing but Bhagavan. How can this Jada be Bhagavan? Yes, it is one form of Bhagavan. Upadana Karana. And Upadana Karana, material cause is something which you will always see in the effect. Here you don't see the pot maker, but what do you see? Clay. Clay, so the clay is the cause. Upadana Karana of this. Upadana Karana is always seen in what? In the effect. In the, see here, what is the Upadana, material cause? Gold. So does gold stand apart? It is always there in the creation, in the chain, in the bangle, in the earrings, in all the ornaments, gold inheres. In fact, ornaments are nothing but gold. So here, what is the material? Bhagavan. He is everywhere. So the question is not that where is Ishvara? Show me. Show me where Ishvara is. The question is, you tell me where Ishvara is not. The question, you get it? Do you, I mean, coffee will be after this. But the question is where Ishvara is not. Show me a place. Don't show him that who Ishvara is. Tell him, you show me where a place, a thing, an object where Ishvara is not. Sarvam khalu idam Brahma. Everything is indeed Brahman. These are not just words, it is a reality. So for us, everything is Brahman. Even the tiniest atom, even smaller than things smaller than that. Anoho aniyan, mahato mahiyan. Everything is nothing but Ishvara. And where is the maker? Maker is also here. Because here in this case, pot maker and clay are one. Abhinna nimitta upadana karana. The cause of the creation is what? Where the material cause plus the efficient cause are one. Pot maker and clay are one. Ishvara is both. So that is how he became the material as well as the maker. Now here it is said, how did he make? Here he made this creation. Here that is how Bhashyakara has mentioned. Maya kalpita desha kala kalana. With he first created what? The concepts again. He first created, when he decided to create this, make this manifest, he first created the concepts of what? Desha kala, space and time. He took that first, and by the configuration of space and time, made this whole creation. Desha kala kalana, by bringing desha and kala together, by configuring them, he created the entire creation. That is why the entire creation is what? Jagata is nothing but conditioned by desha and a kala. In Jagat, in creation, what you find? Everywhere there is time and space. We are also in time. We are also in... Find me an object. Find me a thing which is not in time, which is not in space. Space in the... that is the thing in which the entire creation is woven. Mai sarvam idam protam sutre maniganaiva. Just as in a thread, these different beads are woven. Similarly, in desha and kala, which is nothing but again Bhagavan, material cause, nimitta cause. Into that, this embroidery called creation has come about. See, understand, this is an embroidery. Desha kala kalana vaichitra chitri krutam. He has made this variegated creation with the help of the thread called what? Desha and kala. Now, Supposing you are, when you see an embroidery, this is that kind of, where there is just one thread used. In this embroidery, the thread is, in painting, in painting, different shades are there. Different colors are there. Different things are there in painting. But in embroidery, sometimes you make a big bed sheet. And in that, the design is sun is there, moon is there, lake is there, birds are there, boat is there, and the fellow is sitting there. This is the embroidery. Now, the entire embroidery is made from one thread. Everything is designed with this. And when you want to remove, you just pick and pull one thread. The entire thing will be off, will fall flat. That is what happens in woolen sweaters. You can do it very well. From one, means the same wool, you make the sweater, and when you want to remove it, you just pull it, keep on pulling, then there is no more sweater before you. It is made from one. Similarly, from the Desha Kala Kalana, entire creation has come about. And how? Did he really sit in one place and started doing all this? Now it is very important to understand. Did he really do it? If he really did it, if he really made the creation, then understand there will be change in him. When something is made, from the flour you make chapati, then does flour remain? Otherwise this little flour will work for the entire life. When you take the flour, make the dough out of it, and then make chapati. Once you make it into dough, flour is no more there. It is gone and come in the form of what? Chapati. There is no more. Flour is not available in the form of flour. It's no more there. Or to give you another example, when the milk becomes yogurt, is the milk available? It is gone and became what? Yogurt. So this is real becoming. But in this real becoming, the main thing, the original thing is no more available. It is gone. So if Brahman, Ishvara became creation, then what will happen to Ishvara? No more available. Gone now. Then there is no Ishvara because now this is there. Think of all this. If he really became, when the mother bears the child, mother slowly, her body has to suffer. Her body is no more the same. If Bhagavan made the creation like that, Prakriti really made it that way, then what will happen? If real change was there, no more available. And so many such creations have come about. So by that time, gone, completely gone. Imagine Gandhari giving birth to Kauravas. In earlier times, there used to be like that. But then they are gone. Is Brahman like that? No. So how did he create? Third line. Mayavi iva vijrumbayati. How has he created? Like Mayavi. Mayavi means magician. See the beauty of all these examples. Like a Mayavi, like a magician he creates. Magician, in the olden times, even now Kelal. When I just know him, one magician, the name of one magician, Kelal. Very big one. Without doing anything, he hypnotizes you first. He will hypnotize the audience. And then we will see what he wants us to see. The spell is cast. Once you enter the auditorium, the spell is cast upon you. And then you see. So he makes you see what is not there. He will cut the woman and so many things they will do, Then who will be available for that? It is just a spectacle without nothing really happening. Similarly, he makes you see what is not there. Bhagavan also. Bhagavan means along with Maya. Maya power is there. What does he do? He has made this creation just by sankalpa. Just with his mind. He has made it like magician. And another example is given. Mahayogi iva vijrumbayati api. Api means end. There api doesn't mean also, but it is in the sense of end. Samuchayarte. Api and Mahayogi iva. Yes, svechaya, like a Mahayogi. Mahayogi with his own sankalpas. In our tradition, in our Sanskriti, there have been such big yogis having the power like Bhagavan. One such yogi, which you all must be knowing, Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra was a very big yogi. It once happened, and he had problems with many things, many devatas and everyone. He had some problem, some conflict with Indra also. Then what happened? That there was one of his bhaktas called Trishanku. Now Trishanku, when Vishwamitra sent him to heaven. He said, I will give you place in heaven. Indra said he cannot be here. He doesn't deserve to be in the heaven. So he sent him down. Indra sent Trishanku down. He is coming, falling. That time, Vishwamitra says, and he shouts, oh, Vishwamitra ji, please help me. I am not given entry there, and from there I have already left. From Prithvi I have left. There I am not allowed. What will happen? I am neither there nor here. So Vishwamitra ji, don't worry. Don't worry. I will, if that heaven has no place for you, I will create another heaven for you. And he created it. Made heaven for Trishanku to live, and all by himself. The entire heaven, new heaven is created where Trishanku is still there. But, and this was concrete one, so Trishanku, Vishwamitra could do that. A yogi has that power without, just by sankalpa. Just by yogi, yes, svechaya, by his ichha matra, created, be there. Bhagavan is much more than all these yogis. He is all these yogis put together, plus much more. So what is the big deal for him to create this? By what? Without undergoing change, no vikara, without losing anything, merely by projecting. Sankalpa matrena. He created this creation, projected this creation. One who has done this, who? Yaha. Who is that Yaha? Dakshinamurti. To him, who is in the form of creation, created this in this manner, like a magician, like a Mahayogi. To him, we offer our salutations. So this was salutation to Dakshinamurti in the form of creator. Earlier in the form of Jiva, Tvam-pada, Tat-pada. Now what will be shown? Tat-tvam asi. You are that. That will be the subject of the third mantra. So we'll conclude here. Om Purnamatah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanta Shanta Shantihi. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanta Shanta Shantihi. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.